Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. You ever just have one of them days where you just want to take your old car out for a drive, do a YouTube video on a nice sunny day, come back home, go about the rest of your day's business, come back, edit the video, download it, gets tons and tons of views and everything's hunky-dory? Yeah. Started off great. Started it up, got it outside, did my normal prep before I go, check the oil, all that, get it running, let it warm up outside while I dust it off, and started to go out for a drive. Got maybe 3 miles down the road and she wasn't very happy. She started spitting and sputtering, backfiring, all kinds of good stuff. So we were getting down to where we were going to start recording, and she just wasn't having it. So we turned around trying to get back home, and she eventually died on us. I'll show you a clip where I'm trying to go, and then we cut it off because it was getting ready to die, and eventually she did stall out on us. So luckily I had my wife with me, and she steered and I pushed it off into a driveway, and we got help from a nice guy alongside the road at his house. He come down, checked on us, see if there's anything we needed or whatever. And we basically just let it sit a minute, and it finally started back up, and we limped home. So what's the problem? Why does it do that? I really don't know. It gets in the moods sometimes. Done a lot of longer drive videos and stuff for you guys, and some shorts and this and that, and getting it out, starting it up for a short amount of time, not running it long, that kind of thing. And I think my spark plugs are fouled out, or kind of crusty. So I think what I'm going to do is tackle that. Take them out one at a time, clean them up, put them back in, and see if that's my problem. But yeah, it's one of those days. Just wasn't meant to be. So sorry. And now, even if I do get it done, guess what? It's raining. So that sums up my plan today for my YouTube channel. But anyway, let's get into it. Let me get you guys set up where you can see a little bit better, and I'll take out some plugs and clean them. So before we get started, I'm just going to show you what I use. Wire brush, a really thin file, obviously some carbon choke cleaner, and to get the spark plugs out, this is an actual, if you can see it or not, but it's an actual Ford wrench, antique wrench, but it fits my size spark plugs perfectly, so I use that. So let's get started. So what I usually do is I just take them off one at a time. I just take one wire loose, top the spark plugs. If you can see that or not. Unscrew them. I don't know how many miles or anything that you're supposed to do that, but you should probably do this, after you take a good long trip. Just double check them every once in a while, but yeah, it's not too bad. They just get a little crusty. So let's clean this little spark plug up. get it back in. So what I do is I just brush it off good. Be careful not to damage this or move it because your gap's set. And just kind of brush all that, just carbon off. You get all that off. I spray a little carb cleaner in it. And then what I use my file for, right in between, I'll just lightly file it. It's never really that bad, but it's just good to get, if it's got any carbon buildup or anything, to get that off there. That looks pretty good right there. So we'll get that one in. Go to the next one. When you're putting them in, just make sure you don't cross thread. That would be a bad day. I try to screw them in by hand. Usually they go just about all the way and seat good. And then I just take my wrench, put it on there. Just give it a couple taps. That's good enough. And then I reinsert my spark plug wire. That way I don't lose track where it is on the distributor. So let's go ahead and do this next one. Wire off. Screw it. That one's pretty crusty too. It's not too bad though, but we'll clean it up. Same process, just brush it off good. Just make sure, these are pretty new. I actually just replaced these August of last year. So they don't really have a lot of miles on them. They look pretty good. I don't know what's really going on. Just every once in a while, I don't know if my fuel mixture isn't right, or I think when I get low on gas, which I'm kind of low on gas right now in the fuel tank, that I think maybe it sucks up some dirt, rust particles, stuff like that. And I think that might be giving me some trouble too. But like I said, I just lightly file this just to get that carbon off and make sure there's no debris or anything in there. But let's get this one back in. Put that wire back on the number 3. Sure to tighten up number 2. And like I said, don't torque these down. They still need to be, you know, really wrenched down or anything. Just good and snug will do. They don't work loose. Number 3. It's pretty good. It's a little crusty. Got some carbon on it. We'll get this cleaned up. I think this will help a lot. Doesn't take much. Like I said, just lightly file. sure there's nothing there. Looks pretty good. Much better. 3. Yep. Good and tight. Last one. It's pretty crusty too. I'll get her fixed up. Hear that thunder? It's supposed to rain all weekend, but it never did. I thought, ooh, I'll get my old car out and go for a ride, make a video. Everything will be awesome. It's funny how it doesn't work out that way sometimes, your plans. But it's okay. Should be good to go now. There we go. Spark plugs are clean. So after doing this, we'll fire it up and see if this will help. Should start right up now. Let me get the keys and start it up for you. I got the keys. We're going to start it up, see what if that helped it. I really do think it was. I think it's been a while since I've done that, and I've taken several 10, 15, 20-mile trips with it, and you're supposed to do that every once in a while, so I think she was just telling me, hey, it's time I spark plug. Started right up, idling good. I think we're okay. Well, sorry I couldn't do a drive video, but you know, like I said, sometimes our plans don't work out. Maybe there was some reason why I wasn't supposed to go out there today. But either way, I got to spend time with my car. I'm going to do a little maintenance on it, and it's something. I can sit here and listen to this thing run all day. Brings a smile to your face, doesn't it? Like I said, it's supposed to rain. Look and see how nasty it is outside. Oh yeah, lightning and everything. So until next time, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Appreciate the support. Hopefully we'll be back on the road again soon. Until next time.